This is exactly right.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
And we know how important it is to take care of it with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one. I've always used CeraVe.
They have little samples at my dermatologist as I'm leaving, and they don't do that with just anything.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye.
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right, it almost feels wrong.
Right now, you can get great deals on Hyundai's most popular models,
including the adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid and the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid.
Plus, there's the bold and stylish Elantra loaded with the latest tech.
Or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or the Ioniq 9.
So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll love during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
Goodbye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.
Hello and welcome
to Rewind with Karen and Georgia.
Every Wednesday, we recap our old shows with all new commentary, insights, and updates. And this week, we are giving probably the best kind of update we could possibly give.
That's freaking right. The yogurt shop murders have finally been solved. So we're going to recap episode 70, which we named Live at the Moontower Comedy Festival. And this was recorded in Austin, Texas.
So amazing. This episode came out on May 25th, 2017.
All right, let's get into it. I can't wait to talk about this. Let's listen to the intro of episode 70. Hi, Austin. Me too.
You just do that for a little longer. I'm trying to finish my mint. You don't mind?
They love it. They love it. Spit it over there.
What's up, Texas? We're finally here.
I wore my cowboy boots for you guys.
Yeah. Take a walk. Walk those things around.
Vince said, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Scared. Vince said that they're culturally appropriating.
Yes.
I'm culturally appropriating.
This is definitely a problematic way to start the show.
Sorry,
for sure.
guys. And I also wore my hair closer to God. I guess that's the thing.
Yeah, they love that.
See, I know how to
pander.
Yeah. What are you wearing tonight, Karen?
I'm wearing a dress that's a little too tight. And so I've got like a reverse Spanx situation where it kind of like, you can't tell if it's a big stomach or a flop of material, and neither can I. I'm not sure what's happening down here. And I don't care anymore.
Show everyone your pants. Thanks.
I really wanted to put my microphone next to that microphone. Do you know how much the sound guy would hate me if I did that? Just like, what do you think?
Oh, no.
So obnoxious.
This place is haunted, I heard. Steven, is it? Steven sent us this long text that I got after we got off the plane, and it was like the history of this place, and here are all the ghosts.
There's a projectionist that worked here when this was a movie theater, and he died while showing Casablanca, which everyone thinks is beautiful because he died doing what he loved. I agree. I didn't mean to say it like that. That sounded argumentative and bizarre.
So stupid.
You guys think that's nice. What you don't know is...
okay, I was going to tell you on stage that...
Saving it for this.
Yeah. So Vince and I were on the airplane today, and I couldn't, get into Wi-Fi. So he was, leaned over, as a husband will do, and was like, let me figure this out. And so he, figures all this stuff out, and then he goes to click on a website just to see if it's working, and he pulls down my favorites page, which, most people are like Facebook and Twitter and, Craigslist or whatever the, normal things are.
Yep.
And then he stares at it for a minute and he goes, are these all serial killers? And I was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we moved on, and that was it.
Serial killers are my Google.
That's all it is.
The given.
Yeah.
I had a kind of fascinating thing happen. First of all, I was the last person on the plane.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You give me a panic attack.
I know. That's how different George and I are. I was standing in the security line, oh, this sucks. And George is like, text. I'm on the plane. Where are you? I was like, fuck. So I walked right on last. But then a guy who looked like he was, it could have been, he was on his way to the city, but I was like, is he coming to our festival? He was really big and had a ton of tattoos, and many on his neck.
Yeah.
My friend used to call those the job stoppers. Just something to consider. But these guys look like they were in a band of it could have been Linkin Park. I'm not sure. I'm really old. I'm incredibly old. But
and he didn't have tattoos that are he just pays a lot of money and gets tattoos. They look like prison tattoos.
They look like defensive maneuvers, the way a cuttlefish changes into a different thing in the ocean. They'll be like, don't get me.
Yeah,
it was totally like, beware of me, I'm very scary. Yeah. Well, he stands up and he's like, I gotta get off this plane. And he fucking takes off. He had to go. He couldn't handle flying the plane.
He was panicking?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
That's sweet. You should have cradled him the whole flight.
Could you come down here a second? You're gonna love this.
I'll hold your hand.
I know it's a weird time for you, and it's probably very shaming to be a very large, mean-looking man that's literally like, get me off this plane right now.
Bested by a panic attack. Man, that's a bummer.
I've had it. And on a plane, I've actually had a seizure on a plane. No brag.
Oh, no.
It's pretty cool. I had been bumped up to first class because they screwed up my ticket.
Yeah.
And I was flying home from England.
Oh my God.
And I was sitting next to this man who was he was like a silver fox, and he had really expensive clothes on from what I could tell, not Target. And I wanted to touch it, and he was kind of being charming and talking to me. And I had the thought in my head of why can't I have a sugar daddy? Why can't I be one of those girls? I would be the best kind, because you wouldn't see it coming. They'd be like, oh, is that your assistant? And you'd be like, yep, that's my assistant. I had this whole fantasy in my mind of how we were going to do it. But then I had a seizure.
Oh my God. That's the worst possible.
It was.
And then. Yeah.
Not cool. It's not how you want a guy to see you, foaming at the mouth with blue lips. The last thing I heard was him go, "Excuse me, I think this young lady needs help." Like he was already, it's like we were no longer even close anymore. He was immediately distancing himself from me just because I was having a seizure like a common drug addict on a plane.
That makes me, that's scary.
I know, sorry, I just dug that one up from deep down inside.
I've only done the normal throwing up thing on a plane before, which like everyone here has probably, right? Nope, just me.
Well, I think they have some questions like I do. Was it in the aisle or in the bathroom?
No, it was in a receptacle. Like not in...
Where, in your lap though?
Yeah.
Say.
Yes. What?
Into one of them bags?
Yeah.
You used a barf bag on the plane?
Yeah.
Are you from 1955? This is amazing.
Yeah, that happened. That's what they're for, though, right?
No, totally. Sorry. The tone is wrong. I'm a little nervous, so everything I'm saying isn't how I mean it. It's all coming out super weird, but did you have to, this is the question I've always had, because it's barf. I mean, it just comes out. So do you, like, make your own thing at the top so it doesn't come out the sides?
Yeah, hopefully it won't be, like, overflow and you don't have to grab your neighbors.
Right.
But then they have, like, it's like you're at, like, the grocery store getting vegetables and it has that little, like, twist tie.
No.
And it's like a bag of cookies from Trader Joe's or something.
Oh, I don't want to eat these all at once. I'm just going to wrap it down, put it aside.
What a historic place to talk about barfing.
Yes.
It's pretty beautiful. This is the most beautiful place I've ever talked about barfing before.
Now I want to see you do it myself, I have to say.
I'll let you know next time.
At some point on this tour, I want to see it.
Okay. I've had too much red wine,
Ooh,
sort of thing.
That would be a bad one.
I know.
Because that's going to stain me as well as you.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is clearly my favorite murder.
Hi. Yep.
I'm a little nervous about this show. I don't know why, because Austin's cool people.
Austin's cool people. You know that. It's comedy people. That's very important.
Yeah.
It's also Texas. You guys have been showing up for this podcast since day one, like big time. Thank you.
Yeah. I feel like when we were in New York and I was like, this is big at the Beacon, I feel the same way where it's like, oh my God, don't make them hate you.
This is the moment where it's all click, click, click. I saw him live. That was it. I got it out of my system.
Oh no.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
We'll think of something else. We'll make croissants or something. It'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Oh, we got cookies backstage too.
Oh yeah, thanks for the cookies.
Yeah, they're so pretty. We love them. No. Should we?
Very good state. Somebody who clearly studied theater was like, "You're welcome." I used my diaphragm.
Project your voice. There you go. There you go.
Do you want to know a trick about song performance?
Yes.
This is one of the only things I learned in college, and because I took a class, it was stage performance for musical theater singing. Stage performance.
We got the musical theater crowd here tonight.
What up, nerds? So you guys already know this, so don't go get bored as I tell you this. But as people in musicals sing, you just always have your arm going in a different direction.
Oh my God.
And the thing is, if you're gonna sing about the horizon, you don't point to the horizon. You sing about the horizon, but you point down there, and then suddenly you're like, oh my God, I love that.
Is it because you point at the horizon, and the people are gonna be like, where's the horizon?
Is there a horizon in here?
Is there really a horizon? Okay, so it's just really...
Just kind of go opposite of what you're talking about, and it creates a bit of a cognitive dissonance in the mind, and then the performance seems more important than it actually is, and you're not just singing about Oklahoma.
I get it. Wow. That's really great. Thank you. I also need to learn how to sing and not just hurt people's ears when I sing, but I'll do it while I'm doing it.
Just give it a whirl.
Yeah, I will. Next time at karaoke.
Okay.
Is Steven under here?
No.
Steven's at home watching my cats, and he keeps sending me the cutest photos. Like, Really cute photos.
I feel like if there's anyone that was ever born to be a cat sitter,
my God.
it's Stephen Ray Morris.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know him, and maybe some of you don't, or you're like, who's this guy? It's just, if you picture a cat sitter in your mind and just as fast as you can, that's him.
Add a mustache. Boom. It's so funny because sometimes I get depressed when I'm on when we're out touring because I miss my cats and I'm like, are they okay? I don't know if they're feeding them. I wonder if they misses me, you know? Yeah.
They have to bark.
Then I drink too much red wine to forget it. But knowing Steven's there, I barely thought about them.
No.
I'm just like, no, they like him a little better than me.
Yeah, he loves them more than you.
He loves them way more than I love, and he just is taking so many selfies with the cats. And I gave him my cat Instagram password.
Whoa.
I'm just like, go crazy, dude.
That's real commitment.
Get me some followers. What's up?
Work it, Stephen.
Yeah,
work it.
Let's get it together.
Yeah, let's hear it for Stephen Ray Morris.
Yeah.
He makes it all happen.
We recently got asked if we were really as mean to him in real life as we are on the podcast. We are.
But it doesn't matter because now he gets anything that we get sent, people send things to Stephen now too.
Yeah.
So he's on the bandwagon. Yeah. I think the dream is to start making enough money that Stephen not only is able to come on tour with us, but he is lowered down on a half moon at the top of the show. Don't you think that? Wouldn't that be good?
Oh my God.
Holding a live hairless cat.
Oh my God. Immediately that needs to happen to me.
Yeah.
Should we sit down? Look at these nice seats.
I know, these are some good, young, I think these are kind of the nicest ones we've had in a while.
Yeah. They look like executive.
I'm going to do this, though. Last time I really felt like something rated like NC-17 was happening.
Oh, no.
While I was on stage. So I just like to do a little less of the direct, you didn't pay extra for those seats, did you? You don't get to have that.
Everyone look away real quick.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
These might be more form than function.
All right. How's that?
Did you hear that?
I do.
You can make it fart.
Farfy.
So
it feels a little unstable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So one of us might fall.
Someone in the back that works here is crying. They're like, those are my good stools. I thought they would love them. I'm just like, yeah. Just a little. Oh, this is perfect. I'll sit like this. A 3/4. And then when I tell my murder, I'll just do this, and I'll do that, and I'll do this, and then down over here.
And I'll do this. And I just won't even look at you the whole time.
You're going to Sharon Stone this thing? I thought that's what you were doing. I didn't mean to put you in a bad place.
No, I might as well. No, you don't. I can't sing and you don't want to see my underwear. Those are my two rules in life.
You've got to have at least 2 rules when you go on stage, and not showing people your underwear should be in there if that's your thing.
Sure.
Probably if you're a podcaster.
Right. Yeah, because, man, I don't spend enough money on lingerie because who cares? Who's gonna Target again? Buy mine from Target, not like rich people.
I mean, look, it works. Target works, and so we work it.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to get eye drops, bananas, and a brand new coat. Where am I gonna go? I'm fucking going to Target.
Should we do our murders?
Yeah, you want to?
Yeah, you guys want to do murder?
Do you want to hear some?
Bye.
Now I'm ready.
Well, Karen, let me tell you a tale of murder. That was cool.
It's like when you get your hair cut and they adjust you and you're like, why though?
Yeah.
Why?
Come back.
Oh.
Or are you staying there?
I don't want to be up as high as I was.
Okay, yeah. So how do we? Boop. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Boop.
This is the part where I break my own nose with a chair.
You just gotta boop it a little. You can tell I've worked at an office for 10 years because I know how to boop these chairs perfectly.
Oh, you did it real subtle?
What?
You mean you did little boops?
Boop.
Yeah.
Boop.
Nice. Good work. I'm new to chairs. This is the listening arm.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
All right, we're back. And right off the bat, we have some info about the Paramount Theater actually being super haunted and it being like a known thing.
I mean, how satisfying that 8 years later, we're actually going to answer our own question on the same podcast.
It's said to be haunted by 3 main spirits, each with its own story. The most famous is Emily, the woman in white, who is often described drifting across the mezzanine in a flowing dress. Some legends say she's searching for her long-lost husband, though there's no solid records of her existence.
Also, the second ghost is a man named Walter Norris, who was a longtime projectionist who died of a heart attack in the booth in the year 2000, not an old one, but a recent ghost, reportedly while he was projecting Casablanca. And since then, theater staff have claimed that his presence lingers with stories of projection equipment malfunctioning until offerings of candy or soda have been left for him.
Yes, I love that. The third spirit is known simply as the elderly gentleman in the opera box. He's often spotted in the left-hand box seats, dressed in a top hat and tails, sometimes accompanied by the smell of cigar smoke before vanishing into thin air. While his exact identity remains a mystery, his presence is one of the most consistently reported at the theater. Wow. So cool.
I would like to be the lady in the pile of popcorn. So somehow I die covered in popcorn.
Warm popcorn.
Like a yellow lab in a pile of leaves, but it's me and popcorn. And then people look over and it's like,
it's the popcorn lady. And also, there is a in-depth article from Reporting Texas titled "The Paramount Theater: A Timeless Legacy and Its Friendly Ghosts."
Aww.
So you can check out more information from people who work in the theater, recounting firsthand experiences. So we were onto something.
I mean, that's where Casper got his start. The friendliest ghost
That's
around.
Right. It is funny. I said about being nervous because Austin is full of cool cities. I get nervous when we play in front of cool or comedy cities. And there are certain cities where I'm like, these people are more accepting and chill than, let's say, Austin, New York, or Los Angeles, where I get really nervous because they've seen a lot of shows and they're not like, they're not as patient.
Or they're not as like there for the fun of like, ha 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 from the moment we start.
It feels, a little more pressure for me.
Yeah. I mean, what's great about performing live is you can really project anything you want onto the audience. So it's like,
it's true.
Anytime I go below the Mason-Dixon, they hate my guts, and you will see it. If that's your belief, you will see it.
No, you're right. I always see what I want to see.
Yeah. I mean, everybody does. That's kind of that's why when we just did the shows in Boston, the house lights were up the whole time. It was such a challenge.
You want them to, you could yell at them to turn them down.
I think it was for cameras.
Oh, that's right.
But I think I actually talked about it where I'm just like, we can't be staring into people's faces.
No, it makes it so. I mean, I'm glad I got to see that those 2 girls way back there had hot dog costumes on, but
Oh, the hot dog girls, they're showing up at the live
really
shows. It's pretty great. You know what's really funny? There was that GIF somebody made of us because we got interviewed at that show backstage where they were shooting from under.
Yeah.
And I remember going, you need to tell them, like, we need to get down on the same level as that camera.
Yeah.
But of course, it was at the time where I'm like, no, don't make a problem. And there's a GIF that people reused forever, shot from underneath.
I know you hate it, but I think we look really cute in it.
I mean, okay, I just, can we please think of the middle-aged women that are also in the picture?
I mean, I'm trying to learn that women have necks and chin and skin there, and it's okay.
It's
and
normal.
If I'm going to be out there in the world, I can be an example of that being okay rather than myself being so fucking horrified of it every time I see it in a photo.
Yes. Well, because I think we've gotten to a place culturally where people being comfortable with their bodies and being comfortable with the way their bodies look brings people an immense amount of relief.
Yeah. When I see someone with a neck like mine, I'm like, oh, she looks great. I'm allowed to be like that? No, look at it. Karen's like, I hate it.
Well, also, that's just it. It's like we find our spots.
Yes.
And then, like, me, someone who I just got my eyes done.
Yeah.
I just am moving on to the next thing. There's no
You're
rest.
Not fine. Yeah.
There's no rest for the minds like these.
No. All right. This is one of my favorite stories of all times that I cover.
This is Georgia's story about the yogurt shop murders.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is like cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye. The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. From Liz Merriweather, the Emmy-nominated executive producer of Dying for Sex and The Dropout, comes a gripping psychological thriller.
Starring Emmy Rossum, Furious follows Alice Black, a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
It's Alice's first case on the job, and she's already bitten off more than she can chew.
While Alice believes justice is achieved through law enforcement, Catherine has lost all faith in the legal system.
She's taken it upon herself to terrorize the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
As Alice and Catherine's twisted game of cat and mouse unfolds, the lines between good and evil and right and wrong begin to blur.
With shocking crimes, tangled relationships, and secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. There's nothing better than just laying around.
Whether you're fully horizontal or at a slant, it cannot be beaten.
Unless, of course, you have a Lola blanket.
Lola is the world's #1 blanket, crafted with ultra-soft luxury vegan faux fur and a signature 4-way stretch that sets it apart.
Their products are machine washable and double hemmed for durability, and they stay flawless. No pilling, no shedding, even after repeated washes.
And there's more. Lola also makes weighted blankets, matching pillow sets, and super soft pet beds.
Lola is a great go-to gift. It's personal, beautiful, and something your loved ones can actually use every day.
For a limited time, our listeners can get 40% off select Lola Blankets products with code MFM at checkout.
Just head to lolablankets.com and use code MFM to get 40% off your order.
After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you.
Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola Blankets.
Goodbye. The future has an annoying habit of always showing up.
That's why now is a great time to start planning ahead.
Enter Acorns.
Acorns is a smart way to give your money a chance to grow. You can sign up in minutes and start automatically investing, even if it's your spare change.
The Acorns Potential Screen shows you the power of compounding and how your money could grow over time. You can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're always building towards your goals.
Whether you're just starting out or thinking about settling down, Acorns supports your big and small goals across every stage of life. Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment.
Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $27 billion with Acorns.
Head to acorns.com/MFM or download the Acorns app to get started.
Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns.
Tier 2 compensation provided, potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings.
Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk.
Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Okay.
I'm first, right?
You're first this time, yeah.
Okay.
Right now.
Thank you.
Right?
Okay, I can see. I don't want to.
Oh. You just start reading mine. Stop it. Georgia always does that anytime her paper is face up near me backstage and I go and like anywhere near it, she'll go, don't read it. And I'm like, I am blind. I can't see anything with no glasses on.
I just love when it's a surprise. I don't know why. It's like doesn't make a difference, but I love it.
It's our thing.
It's our thing.
Just like the underwear rule. It's ours.
Ours and ours alone. Okay. And one of the other reasons I'm nervous is because this murder, like when we knew we were coming to Austin, I, like a baby brat, said, I get this one! Like called it to Karen so hard and she was like, go ahead. And then I took it on and I was like, this is hard. Shit, you know? What were you? Yeah.
Wait, is this the one you told me you weren't gonna do?
I said I was gonna do it and then I said, never mind, I'm not doing it. And then I did it.
And now you're about to do it?
And now I'm doing it.
Okay.
This is the yogurt shop murder.
Yeah. We've got to figure out a way to explain to people who like work here or might just be passing through the room accidentally.
Right.
What that moment is about.
Yeah.
Because it's not what it seems.
Yeah.
It's not what it appears.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Whatever. We'll worry about it later.
It'll say, there may be cheering for murders.
But it's not that exactly.
yeah.
That it's not really that.
Yeah. But we don't... Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Not our problem.
Okay. So in Austin, Texas, the early 90s, it's still a relatively small college town feel where violent crime was fairly rare. And that all changed on December 6, 1991, when 13-year-old Amy Ayers, 15-year-old Sarah Harrison, when they went to I Can't Believe It's Yogurt in a strip mall. That's like a really unfortunate name.
No, listen, I wanted to laugh too, but I'm a professional, so I didn't. But
I heard a snicker, and then I was like, do we do that?
no, well, there's a whole run of yogurt. We could just visit this for 1 second.
Yeah. Like
in
90s?
In the 80s and 90s, frozen yogurt was like the penicillin of America.
Yeah.
It came so hard for us, and we all bought it
Totally.
100%.
Totally.
We're like, in my mind, I was like, well, this is a diet. I'm going to eat this only. It's yogurt.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to have like John Hughes high school experience. Didn't turn out that way.
No, but
also,
I still I would get carob chips on mine because I was a hippie.
you are a big hippie.
I'm a big hippie.
But the names also. So there was
Yes.
I can't believe it's not yogurt. It was
I can't believe it's yogurt.
I can't believe it's yogurt.
I had one across the street from my house called Frogan Yozert. It's just like you just can't name it like my frozen yogurt.
I worked in one in high school called How Sweet It Is.
Gotta.
But then it was almost like a subtitle of We Have frozen yogurt.
You'd think that since I love puns so much, I'd love like a play on a name. But
Yes.
you know, sometimes it's got to be simple.
There's also the country's best yogurt, which if it's a chain, how can that be? But let's not argue right now.
Is it a franchise or no? Okay. I can't believe it's yogurt in a strip mall off West Anderson Lane to visit Sarah's 17-year-old sister, Jennifer, and their friend Eliza Thomas, also 17, as they closed up the shop around 11 p.m. Remember when you could just work at places by yourself until 11 p.m.?
Sure.
Just like hanging out, closing shops by yourself? I totally did
Hey,
that.
I'm a sophomore. Of course I can do this business.
Yeah, I have a key
of course
to the
I should
till.
have the keys and work the safe.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's definitely
Makes
something.
perfect sense.
Well, so the girls were going to have a sleepover afterwards, so Amy and Sarah came by to help what?
Just that they're like closing a business and then going to a sleepover.
Yeah.
That should be the, hey.
Like, half of them can't drive.
Yeah.
And then so they're helping to close up, which is so sweet. They're like, we'll help you mop so we can go hang out sooner. And so this was close to 11 p.m. when Amy and Sarah showed up. And let's cut to midnight, about an hour later, after the close sign had been turned, the front door was locked, and the man who owned the shop next door, called Party House, spotted flames and smoke and called the fire department. Let's do the first picture, please. That's, I can't believe it's yogurt. Exclamation mark. Fucked up, right?
I mean, we really couldn't believe it was yogurt at the time. It tasted so much like ice cream. It was like, am I a Dairy Queen? This is insane. My life is so much better now.
And yogurt's healthy. I eat it all the time.
And you're a hippie. I mean, all these things.
That's such a 90s crime scene photo.
Yeah.
It's like such a bummer.
It should have like the digital date down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like your mom took the picture with her camera.
Oh.
This is bad.
I think what's so crazy about it is that this is a really like almost suburban area, and there's like the strip malls, and like it's pretty safe, and you don't normally see 17 fire trucks at a spot. So I think everyone knew something was up.
Yeah.
Okay, you can take that off. Thanks.
Burn it.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. No. That does not count against me this time.
Steven, cut that.
Steven, that never happened in reality. Fuck. Sorry.
Okay, you can take it down because I want everyone staring at me and not that horrible photo.
Oh.
No.
Today's the day she turns into a diva.
I've been waiting till Austin to really come out and
That's right.
hate you all. No, I love you all. Well, or we can leave it up. As they worked to put out the flames, the building was, of course, trampled by many firefighters because they thought it was just a fire. And then one of the firefighters went in the back door, spotted a human foot inside the back door of the storage room, like sticking out. And then shortly after that, they realized what was going on. The bodies of Sarah, Jennifer, and Eliza were all found together in the storage area. They'd all been stripped. This is so fun. They've all been stripped and two were bound, and the 3 girls were shot in the back of the heads with .22 calibers. Eliza and Sarah had been stacked upon each other, and Jennifer was laying next to them, possibly having been moved by the high-powered fire hoses that had swept the scene. And then 13-year-old Amy was found a few minutes later, lying alone. She was barely alive, and she was near the bathrooms. She had been initially shot with the .22 as well, but had survived that and was shot again with a .38, and she died shortly after. Some of the girls had been raped, but it would be years before DNA testing would become available. So investigators concluded that the fire was set to cover up the crime, and the culprits had drenched styrofoam cups with lighter fluid and set them on fire. There was about $540 missing from the register, but investigators didn't think the motive was robbery because there was also a bank bag underneath the cash register and it had money in it, and nobody took it. So I've been reading the book Who Killed These Girls by Beverly Lowry, which is a new book simply about this crime. It's really good, and don't read it before you go to bed. And so she says that some of the shortcomings of the less than experienced Austin PD, they talk about that a lot: fire and water damage, the lack of multiple victims, the amount of people traipsing through the scene, all should have been handled by investigators who had experience in these kind of crime scenes, but they weren't, because Austin at the time didn't have that.
Well, also, when you think it's a fire, you're not treating it like a crime scene. So
no.
It's the exact opposite of how you would treat a crime scene. Actually.
Right. But as soon as that happened, it should have been locked down. They should have gotten someone in who was, But anyways.
Yeah.
The bodies weren't swabbed for traces of an accelerant. The bathrooms weren't dusted for fingerprints. The trash bags weren't combed through. The metal shelves and mops that were next to the girls when the fire started somehow ended up in the alley, and then they disappeared, most likely taken to the dump. So that's what happened. During the investigation, Daryl Croft, who seems like a badass, he's a former cop who ran a security company now, and he had been in the yogurt shop around 10 o'clock that evening buying yogurt. And while he was there, he told investigators that he was approached by a man wearing a military fatigue-style jacket, and he was telling the other customers to go ahead of him for some reason. And he asked Daryl if he was a cop because he saw his car that had lights, the security lights on it. And when he said no, he offered Daryl to go ahead of him. And I think like a normal Texan man, he was like, no, like gruff as go ahead kind of a thing. So Daryl said that when the man did go to the counter in front of him, he ordered only a can of soda. And then after he paid, he moved around the counter and went to the back of the store. And when Daryl asked where he'd gone, Eliza told him that she'd allowed him to go to the back to use the bathroom. So she didn't know him. Daryl hung around for a counter for a few minutes to see if the man ever returned, but he didn't. He stayed in the back. And then Daryl said there was just something that didn't feel right. And when the man just didn't return, Daryl left the store. That was around 10 p.m. He's got to have some guilt over, you know what I mean?
Well,
No. I didn't know what was up.
What's everyone doing?
There was a hubbub.
Well, also that's the thing of if he stays in the store, now he's the weird guy in the store.
Totally. But I think he knew them, the girls.
Oh, he did.
Like small town, he knew them.
Even weirder. Don't you?
Well, yeah. He knew them through the gym, so that would be weird too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. There was also an older couple that visited the store closer to closing time than Daryl on the same night of the murders. They saw two men sitting in a booth acting strangely. The woman said that they made her uncomfortable. The couple left around 10:45 as the girls began to close up shop. They closed at 11, and they left the two men alone in the shop. So the policy of the store was to lock the door 10 minutes before actual closing time, but you leave the key in the lock. So everyone who's finishing up, you can just easily let them out, but nobody new can come in. So the door is locked. So these two creepy dudes were the last customers in the store that night. And about an hour later, the fire was first noticed. So that's okay. 8 days after the murder, however, Jennifer, Eliza, Amy, and 8 days after the murders, investigators picked up a 16-year-old kid named Maurice Pierce at the North Cross Mall, which is just a couple of blocks from the crime scene. He was carrying a .22 caliber handgun. During questioning, he said that he'd lent the gun to a friend, Forrest Wellborn, who was 15, and that they'd used it to commit the yogurt shop murders. And Wellborn denied any involvement, but told investigators that he and Pierce and a pair of acquaintances, Robert Springsteen and Mike Scott, had taken a joyride to San Antonio in a stolen SUV not long after the crime. And so it put these two other boys, Robert and Mike, on the radar as well. I have a photo of it. You can put the next one. No, that's not it. There we go. That's them. It's like, it just reminds me of Paradise Lost. Mm-hmm. Kinda. Yeah. What do you think? Guilty or not guilty? Oh, shit.
You're just saying that because of the mullet. It's not fair.
Anti-mullet.
It made sense back then.
You gotta cover your neck.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So Wellborn's brought in for questioning by the detective. He passes a polygraph test. The ballistics of the gun didn't match up to the bullets that had been used. There was no evidence to link any of them to the crime. And detectives noted that Pierce seemed to have a mental illness. But anyways, they were dismissed as suspects and the case stalled.
So was Pierce the one that said he did it?
Yeah, and
that
like,
has the
he's
mentally
illness.
ill. So that's almost exactly the crime you just named.
Paradise Lost, yeah. I was like, innocence something.
It just happened, and we can't remember.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
So 5 years later, and around 342 suspects and 50 false confessions, or confessions that didn't pan out, a new detective, Paul Johnson, takes over. And obviously it's one of those, the city's freaking the fuck out. Why haven't you caught the murders? You guys are inept, that sort of thing. And so the cops do the thing that they always do, where they're like, it's this guy, because they're like, we caught someone. So Paul Johnson did that. He focused on the boys, the 4 boys. Let's see. He brought in Pierce, Scott, Springsteen, and Wellborn for questioning 5 years later. All of them denied any involvement in the murders at first, but after a series of intense interrogations, Scott broke down and admitted that he helped carry out the murders, saying he shot one of the girls in the head at Pierce's insistence. The police theory was that the 4 guys, these 4 teenagers, planned to rob the yogurt shop. 3 of them would go in, 1 of them would wait in the car, but that something went right and the killing started. Then the detective that had originally dismissed the boys as suspect was never consulted by the new cop. So in 1999, all 4 men charged with capital murder. Springsteen admitted to shooting one of the girls, but Pierce and Wellborn never admitted to killing, and they were let go. So the crazy one who started it all was let go. Despite having nothing but confessions to use against them, which by then they had both recanted, saying that police had, of course, coerced their statements. And there was even a photo of Paul Johnson holding a gun in the interrogation room to the back of one of their heads.
What?
Yeah.
Who took a picture of that?
It's like it was a selfie. It was surveillance video of the fucking thing.
Shit, yeah.
So that's kind of coercion.
Did he not know?
I mean,
Jesus.
Well, he had already put people away for false confessions that later were exonerated by DNA and people admitting to it. So this was kind of his thing.
And here he is now. Paul, you get to say your side of things.
I wonder what his hometown murder is. Okay. So But they're sentenced to, so Springsteen's sentenced to death. Scott's sentenced to life in prison without parole in 2001 and 2. Then in 2007, so that was 2001, new DNA evidence not available during the original trials revealed a male's DNA on the youngest victim, Amy. When the DNA was tested, it didn't match any of the 4 teens. Convictions were overturned. The cases were thrown out more than 10 years after they were arrested.
So they were in jail for a decade?
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
So what really happened? So it wasn't until 2011 that Carlos Garcia, the lead defense attorney for Mike Scott, put the crime scene photos into sequence, looking for details that he might have previously missed. This is fucking bananas. When he looked closely at a specific crime scene photo...
Go!
sorry. When he looked at a specific crime scene photo of the dining area of the store, which wasn't that badly damaged by the fire, it showed the room mostly clean for the night. Tables had chairs stacked on them. The napkin holders were full, except for one table. A booth in the back, barely visible, and also the booth that the elderly woman told the investigators that the 2 sketchy men were sitting in close to closing time had no chairs on top of it, and the napkin holder was empty.
Okay,
let's get the photo.
What? For real?
Yeah. Right back there.
Oh, no.
Isn't that fucked up?
I got chills. Like in the weirdest way up my neck when you said that.
Look at the napkin holder. It's fucking empty, man.
Yeah.
Dude, every table has a chair on it.
Also, look at that picture. I can't believe that's yogurt. I fucking can't believe it.
Oh my God. So so they
okay.
close and lock the door while these guys finish up.
But that cop in the office, he flips down that picture. Is he like screaming aloud by himself?
I think everyone kind of went, oh, fuck, we really missed something. I think everyone kind of lost their mind. So good for this dude for fucking finding it.
It's pretty amazing.
So clearly they had been sitting there at closing time. The girls were cleaning up around them. They let the last stragglers stay. And at 11 o'clock, the no sale button was pressed on the register. So that's when they think everything started.
They asked for change. They did something.
They held a gun up to their faces probably and was like, give me all your money.
That's true too.
One of those. Change for the meter.
They started off nice. The fuck am I talking about? Can I get some quarters for the meter? It's 11 o'clock at night, and I love yogurt.
Oh, I still can't believe it's yogurt.
I cannot believe this.
This is crazy.
I need change.
So the defense lawyers believe that's the table where the killer sat. The key was still in the door when the fire started, which means the last customer had never been let out. There was a rag on the counter of someone who had been wiping down the counter, and there was also an unopened can of Coke sitting near the register. Remember, he ordered a can of Coke?
Oh, yeah?
The guy who they found. And the register had no sale at 11 o'clock, and the money was stolen, so that's when that probably started. And the killers likely escaped out of the back door after they started the fire. So they had an hour to do all of this. Neither Daryl Croft or the older married couple were called to testify at the teens' trial, so it's not known exactly what they saw because there's no testimony. So who killed these girls the book has a fucking detailed bananas theory, and it made me sick and not be able to sleep. So if you're a creep like me, go read it. If you don't like crime scene photos, there's not a single one in there, but that it's like reads like, okay.
Yeah. Oh no, you talking about this before the picture came up. I was like, oh, I want to go home. There's like something about that's just so fucking, it's like the thing that's there that people cannot see.
How did you want to say like, how did they not see this? But like, would any of us?
No.
Like it doesn't necessarily mean anything unless you put all of the stuff together. Like there was 2 guys who were there at the end of it. And they didn't let people, it's just.
Well, also you have the shock and horror of a town like this, and then 4 teenage girls being brutally murdered in a way that's just there's so much grief, there's so much horror and loss that, like, I think details always get missed in that situation because everyone's just going, fix it, solve it right now. This has to be over.
And everyone in town, and I think I've read a lot of like hometown murders that people wrote, and they're like, this is when we stopped being able to go out. This is when the town wasn't the same anymore. And I remember being this age and it happening. And it is such a horrible, I mean, I've kind of followed it since it happened. Yeah. And I remember seeing that recently, and it's just one of those things that keeps unfolding and getting more and more gross and horrible. So many people think that the serial killer Ken McDuff was one of the men in the yogurt stores that night. He had kidnapped and killed Colleen Reed on December 29th, 1991 in Austin with an accomplice. That's 23 days after the yogurt shop murder. He had a history of multiple murders involving teenagers, but he was soon ruled out of the crime, and I literally couldn't find anything more on this than someone saying, he flat out said, had I done it, I would tell you, because I'd be proud of it. And then they're like, so it probably wasn't him. Goodbye. Like,
I feel like that's a trick. I feel like that's a trick he would use.
Yeah. It's just, and it sounds, if you read about his, and I was scared that maybe you were doing that murder, and I was like stealing your whatever.
So much fear around me.
I know. Listen. But this guy is a fucking monster animal. And from the other crimes he's committed, he is absolutely capable of the details that I read about in the book. It's not, this is a crime that is not for teenagers. You know, in my mind, it could be wrong, but it's this sadistic serial killer who got let out after 11 years as a known serial killer because there was overcrowding in Texas prisons.
Well, yeah, let those serial killers go first, because there are people who smoke pot illegally. So you've got to teach them. Yeah. You've got to teach them. It's so easy to have the answers when you have a pretty dress on and a great stool.
Yeah, so this Ken McDuff motherfucker is crazy.
Wow, well, that's incredible that also that like a suspect that big would be in town. I mean,
in town. Yeah. And he killed this other girl with an accomplice. So he works with two people, like the two of them regularly. It fits. And he's a rapist and he's just sadistic. So it adds up. Yeah. But it's rumored that he admitted to, the day he was put to death, some people say he admitted to the yogurt shop murders. So they think he did it.
But what, it's jailhouse gossip? Like no one can confirm it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Ken.
Detectives I know. This guy's a fucking creeper too. If you see his photo, you're just like, oh, I would never like let you in my store. I don't have it. Sorry. And I was trying so hard. There's like this guy, Daryl, has a description of what the guy looked like. And I was looking for photos of him and I was like, please have a pointy nose. Please have a pointy nose. And he didn't. And I was like, well, I'm not showing that photo then. Cause
he could have punched himself in the nose.
Yeah, it doesn't line up with what I want it to. So I'm not going to even acknowledge it because I don't have to. Because
that's the way.
Our podcast.
That's the way.
So detectives are still working on finding more evidence in the murders, but for now, it remains an unsolved mystery. And I have the photo of the girls, if you want to see them. I know, I'm sorry. That's Amy right there. That's Jennifer, her sister Sarah, and that's Eliza. Sweet baby angels. Isn't it horrifying? They're sisters. We love sisters. Mm-hmm.
This one hurts me bad.
I know, I'm sorry. I hope yours is funny.
Now pull us up. No, it's just like, that's what everybody looked like at my high school.
I know.
We worked in, the yogurt shop we worked at, it was because the Knowles sisters worked there. Yeah. And so it was like, oh, do you want to work at the yogurt shop? Susie Knowles can get you a job there.
Well, that's what happened with these two girls. Yeah. They were best friends, and she's like, let me get you the job at the yogurt shop. And I wasn't going to post the photo because it's so sad, but I'm like, that's not fair to them. You got to like acknowledge them.
We got to power through it.
Yeah.
It's just, it could be all of us and any of us.
I know. Yeah. So that's the yogurt shop murders. You're not as excited as you were in the beginning, I can tell.
See how fucked up these live shows are? That guy's leaving. He can't fucking take it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You too? Oh, poor fucks.
the whole fucking front row. This is bullshit.
They're like, actually, we could just see George's underwear and it's freaking us out a little bit. So we're going to go stand in the back.
We're fine with the murder. It's just that where are you getting those stripes?
Yeah, those are clearly from 4 years ago. At least 2 years ago.
Every once in a while, I'll pick up a pair that's literally, there's like weird shreds coming off of them where you're just like, well, first of all, A, where did I buy these? And secondly, did I only pay 99 cents for them? And why won't I throw them away?
Everything you're saying, and then I think about like friends who like buy expensive lingerie, and then I pull out underwear and it's got the Target. You know when you rip the tag off and it has the thread still in it?
Yeah.
I don't cut that out. It's just like, it's all of my underwear have a little thread from the tag I pulled off on it, and that's just what I do.
I want to know that people who wear like fancy lingerie around. So, what kind of day do you have where that's something that you can make work underneath until the nighttime?
If I lived alone, and when I did, they would just be a mess. I would wear them. Like, I wear somewhat not. I have to throw them away sometimes because I'm like, Vince is going to think I'm this person. But I totally am that person who just wears 7-year-old underwear.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes it feels like a victory to have 7-year-old underwear because you're just like, you pick it up and then you're just like, oh my God, remember when you had fucking purple hair or whatever?
Yeah. Oh, I have good memories in these.
Moving on.
That was a sidebar.
Yeah.
Underwear sidebar.
Georgia, I'm so excited to get to ask you this question right now. Do you have any updates on this case?
I freaking do. Okay, we were at a live show in Salt Lake City just recently. Karen, you walked into my dressing room right next door to yours, holding your phone up and going, oh my God. And I was like, okay, either there's some gossip to tell me or something got solved. Because it reminded me of when you told me about the Golden State Killer being found.
I jumped up and got out of my seat. So full credit to the person who added me on TikTok to basically be like, the second the clip went up on TikTok, someone added me. So I opened up my messages and saw it. And so I just saw it and couldn't believe it. So I jumped up to go tell you, but then I didn't know what the best, as I was starting to think. Right. I was like, I'm not going to yell it at her. I want her to read it. Yeah. I want her to have her own experience with it. I don't want to whatever. So I just walked in going, oh my God, which of course, if you did that to me, I would think someone died.
Right.
And I would get really mad at you for not. So I did it kind of the worst way you could do it.
And you showed me your screen. We were both going, oh my God. And poor Vince sitting on the couch behind us, because he and I had just watched the documentary together too. And he knew that was like the case that always stuck with me. He knows that. We had just watched the documentary about it. So meanwhile, he's sitting behind us and doesn't know what either of us are fucking talking about. So then I got to turn to him and go, the fucking yogurt shop murders has been solved.
I did it to you, and then we did it to him.
That's right.
But it is that kind of thing of, how would you have liked to get that news? If I just screamed the yogurt shop murders?
That was perfect. That's
like,
fine.
Read it for yourself. But then I can't come in going, oh my God. Because I was just...
That's always fun. I love an oh my God moment.
I was blown away. I just couldn't, after all this time, and it felt like the most hopeless one. And then now that detective gets to wear the shirt.
And we got to go on stage like 10 minutes later and fucking tell the audience, like most of whom didn't know because they were like getting into the theater and sitting down and getting their drinks and stuff. So most of them didn't know, and we got to come right out and fucking say it on stage. That was like...
live show breaking news.
Oh, so good.
It was lovely.
All right, let me give you some updates. So on September 26, 2025, Austin police announced that they finally identified the man they believe murdered Eliza Thomas, Amy Ayers, and sisters Jennifer and Sarah Harbison. The police say that they did this, quote, through a wide range of DNA testing. In June of this year, 2025, investigators were able to match a bullet casing found in a drain at the yogurt shop to a casing left behind in another unsolved murder, which took place in 1998 in Kentucky. And this didn't point to the culprit's identity because it was also unsolved, but it provided some movement in the case. Suddenly there's a whole nother case to use as evidence.
Yeah.
And the big break came in August of this year when Austin detective asked labs around the country that do what's called Y-STR typing, which involves male-specific Y chromosome DNA, to manually search through their database for a potential hit. And a lab in South Carolina reported a 1-to-1 match with DNA left in a 1990 sexual assault and murder in Greenville, South Carolina, with Austin Police's lead detective on the case, Daniel Jackson, saying, quote, "The full profile and every allele was the same." Oh my God, the chills they must have gotten when they fucking
Crazy.
Really. So that specific DNA profile belongs to a man named Robert Eugene Brashers, who took his own life during a standoff with police in 1999. Detective Jackson says that the DNA has now linked Brashers to, quote, "unsolved murders and sexual assaults across the country," end quote, with some outlets calling him a serial killer.
Yeah.
We're going to find out so much more about him, I feel like, and the cases he is linked to.
Yeah.
Authorities have also compared the bullet casing found at the yogurt shop with the gun Brashers used to kill himself. The specific type of shell casing is described as consistent with Brasher's gun. And so this update brings long-awaited closure for Eliza, Amy, Jennifer, and Sarah's loved ones. On September 29th, at a news conference, Jennifer and Sarah's mom, Barbara, said, quote, "I'm full of gratitude. It has been so long, and all we ever wanted for this case was the truth. We never wanted anyone to go to jail or to be charged with anything they did not do. Vengeance was never it. It was always the truth." Definitely watch the documentary that just came out on HBO called The Yogurt Shop Murders. I mean, this is just monumental. It's incredible.
It really is. And also just that idea of what they asked, like what the homicide department in Austin asked people to do to get different results. It's that thing of like, it really does feel to me like cold case detectives. They're standing for new policing because they have to go back and be like, what mistakes did we make the last time that we're not going to make this time?
Right. And to be able to have that humility to do that, to admit mistakes, to start over, to contradict themselves and the people who came before them.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of humility, I think. And so to do that is really, incredible and get new results and admit wrong.
It reminds me of the Portland police who made the public statement that they would be protecting protesters and not ICE agents at any future events happening in Portland.
Right.
And a girl on TikTok made this video. She goes, "I just got to say, police, you have a great opportunity here to turn it around and stop being the villain and start actually doing stuff that the people need you to be doing.
Totally.
Serve and protect people in a real way."
Yeah, for sure. So incredible. We're so excited to bring that update to you guys.
So great.
All right. Well, here's another horrifying one and another legendary one. This is Karen's story about the Servant Girl Annihilator. We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye. The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. From Liz Merriweather, the Emmy-nominated executive producer of Dying for Sex and The Dropout, comes a gripping psychological thriller.
Starring Emmy Rossum, Furious follows Alice Black, a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
It's Alice's first case on the job, and she's already bitten off more than she can chew.
While Alice believes justice is achieved through law enforcement, Catherine has lost all faith in the legal system.
She's taken it upon herself to terrorize the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
As Alice and Catherine's twisted game of cat and mouse unfolds, the lines between good and evil and right and wrong begin to blur.
With shocking crimes, tangled relationships, and secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. There's nothing better than just laying around.
Whether you're fully horizontal or at a slant, it cannot be beaten.
Unless, of course, you have a Lola blanket.
Lola is the world's #1 blanket, crafted with ultra-soft luxury vegan faux fur and a signature 4-way stretch that sets it apart.
Their products are machine washable and double hemmed for durability, and they stay flawless. No pilling, no shedding, even after repeated washes.
And there's more. Lola also makes weighted blankets, matching pillow sets, and super soft pet beds.
Lola is a great go-to gift. It's personal, beautiful, and something your loved ones can actually use every day.
For a limited time, our listeners can get 40% off select Lola Blankets products with code MFM at checkout.
Just head to lolablankets.com and use code MFM to get 40% off your order.
After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you.
Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola Blankets.
Goodbye. Summer means a whole new world for your feet.
They're walking more, sweating more, and going barefoot all day long.
For summer feet that need real comfort, there's Bombas.
Bombas has a whole line of sport-specific socks for golf, yoga, the gym, and every kind of runner.
They also make soft, supportive compression socks that are especially great for summer travel.
Bombas sandals and slides are made from super lightweight, cushy, waterproof EVA foam, so they feel incredibly comfortable.
And the best part? For every item you buy, Bombas donates an essential clothing item to someone facing housing insecurity, with over 200 million donations and counting.
I wore my Bombas compression socks on the plane ride to and from Italy. And listen, I'm a girl of a certain age at this point. It needs to be done. And I felt so comfy and so secure with my cute little Bombas socks.
So head over to bombas.com/MFM and use code MFM for 20% off your first purchase.
That's BOMBAS.com/MFM, code MFM at checkout.
Goodbye.
Well, because we're in Austin, I'm going to do the Servant Girl Annihilator.
Yeah.
Right? It's the one that, listen, if you Google Austin serial killer, that's what comes up. It's like the first 7 results. So
And this will lighten the mood a little, I feel like.
What'd you say?
I think this will lighten the mood a little bit.
Yes,
too.
for sure. Oh, yeah.
Vintage murders, everyone's like, okay.
Vintage, there's annihilation. It's what everybody likes.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes when I'm writing this and I'm under pressure because it's 5:05 and we have to be here at 6 because the show starts at 7.
I emailed this to Vince at like 5:45. I was like, can you print this for me?
Do you find that you let yourself be more flowery and interesting as you write as you put it together?
No, I started it like 2 weeks ago and I was like, this is going to be so detailed and interesting. And then I kept going back and be like, I don't have as much stuff as I thought I did. And like, fuck, and like copying and pasting shit.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, because my only point was just, I do stuff like, the year of 1885 was a difficult one for Austin, Texas. Now that guy leaves. It's fine. He was just here with his girlfriend anyway. He's never been into it. Now she has to watch football. It's a trade-off thing. Happens a lot.
Or wrestling, maybe.
Yeah, maybe some wrestling.
Maybe professional wrestling.
Okay. In 1885, here in your beautiful town, there was an unprecedented axe murder crime spree that had the entire city in a panic. By the end of the year, there was a citywide curfew. Strangers were forced to identify themselves or be run out of town.
Georgia! You're just like, it's Karen.
Karen, my middle name's Lynn? No, out. We don't know you. Citizens formed a vigilance committee to patrol the streets at night. Downtown saloons were being forced to close at midnight. What? Insanity.
The horror.
It said saloons and other raucous businesses. What's that, you guys?
Yeah. It's like
whorehouse. We're talking about whore stuff. I mean,
sex worker house.
Sex workers apartment building. At one point, the city hired Pinkerton detectives to come and try to find this man, but they couldn't do it.
Well, if the Pinkerton people can't find it,
If the Pinkertons can't find it, 400 men were arrested. No one was ever officially charged for all the crimes. To this day, no one knows for sure who the Servant Girl Annihilator was. So it all started on the night of December 30th, 1884 at 901 West Pecan Street, or Pecan. I don't know how you guys do it. Pecan?
Pecan. I say pecan. Pecan.
Pecorn? It's pecorn. Okay.
It's an almond.
Oh, Almond Street.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm from California. 901 West Pecan Street. A 25-year-old woman named Molly Smith, who was working in that household as a cook, was attacked with an axe while she slept. Then the intruder dragged her unconscious body out of the house into the backyard, raped her, and then murdered her in the backyard.
Why? Why to a lot of that?
No, just, philosophically and...
But also...
emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also just...
Like, why did you
stay
move
inside?
the body?
Yeah, just stay inside.
That was my main why, but that sounds shitty.
Is that the main why?
Yeah.
I actually really wanted to, but it turns out I had to take a shower. I wanted to do a thing where I looked at when the full moons were, because there's a lot of theories about that part of it. When this gets really bad and this axe murderer in your town repeatedly kills a ton of people, everybody goes nuts with the theories, and it's kind of awesome. Okay, so we'll get to it a little bit. So Molly was the first victim 5 months later on May 7th, 1885 at 302 East Cypress Street. Dr. Lucian B. Johnson has employed a cook named Eliza Shelley. Eliza is a 30-year-old mother of 2 young children. One is 6 years old, named Georgia.
Oh my God.
And one is 6 months old. Eliza's husband is in prison, and she lives in Dr. Johnson's home, working for them with her children. And she is described later as an excellent woman. On the night of May 7th, an intruder breaks in and attacks Eliza as she sleeps, murdering her with an axe. So 2 weeks later, on May 23rd, at 302 East Linden Street, in the home of Sophia Whitman. So basically, Sophia had her house up in the front, and then there were apartments in the back. And back there, a widow named Irene Cross lived with her son Washington and her 9-year-old nephew Douglas. And
Like Douglas Washington?
no, Washington was the other son's name. Sorry, it's okay. We've got to be able to talk about stuff like this. So that night, same intruder breaks into Irene's apartment, murders her in bed with a knife. Her son Washington, who was adult, I think he was 24, was gone. He was out for the night. Douglas, the 9-year-old nephew, is one of the only real eyewitnesses of the Servant Girl Annihilator. And when he talked to the police, he described the person he saw was, quote, a big chunky man who was barefooted with his pants rolled up.
What?
So 3 months go by. Now we're at 300 East Cedar Street, and it's the home of a man named Valentine Weed.
It's all one wants for Valentine.
I mean,
really.
Only great things are happening in that house with Valentine Weed. She's so pissed. This house is exactly a block north of where Eliza Kelly was murdered. So a woman named Rebecca Ramey, who was a 50-year-old widowed mother of 3, got a job as a domestic servant for the Weed family. She lived on the property with her 11-year-old daughter, Mary. And Rebecca actually came from a very prominent Austin family. Her brother, Edward Carrington, ran the Carrington grocery store, which was one of the first black-owned businesses in Austin. And she also had another brother who ran the nearby blacksmith shop. I couldn't drag and drop this picture to give it to Steven to put in our thing. Oh, I bet I have a picture too. You can throw up really whatever you have. Oh, look, there's your town. Remember when it was just a grid?
Where are we?
It was so easy to ride your bike around with your big beard or whatever. Well, but there was a picture of Rebecca's family, and they all had these amazing, like the Coke model lady. They all had like those tiny waist, high neck dresses with a big hat, and they all looked super like, don't fuck with me. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so she is when she is widowed, she has to start working for herself, so she gets this job. And she works for the weeds. So dumb. Okay, so...
I have a horrible pun, but I'm not going to...
Won't. Do it. An intruder breaks into her bedroom window, beats her until she's unconscious, then goes into 11-year-old Mary's room, drags her out into the backyard, rapes her, and murders her with a fucking axe. All right.
Fuck.
So this is when the rumors begin, because people start talking about this must be a supernatural being, because everyone's saying that the night these attacks occur, no dogs bark. So there are dogs in the next door neighbor's yards. When he pulls people out into those yards, no dogs are barking, and they can't figure out why.
He gave him a steak.
Oh.
For a mistake.
Well, hold on a second.
I just solved the motherfucking crime.
Well, good night, everybody. Thanks so much.
I mean, you guys have seen cartoons, right? Where they like try to sneak in and they're just like,
You just
there's
got
like
a really-
T-bone,
A steak, and then the dog eats it and pulls out a cat skeleton fish skeleton. Forget it. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So among those, because also there was many nights, it was either a full moon or there was just a lot of moonlight. So people don't understand how this person's getting away with it. A lot of people think he might be invisible. There's an invisibility factor to it. Look, here he is now. Nothing. Moving on. Why is every page upside down?
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. Trying to do this right. A month later, on the night of, is that right? Yes. Yes, because 3 months went by. So a month later, and this is also that thing, they're spaced out in this really interesting way where he like has a bunch of murders, then rests for 3 months and has it. Classic serial killer. On the night of September 28th at the residence of William B. Dunham's house. It's at 2408 Guadalupe Street.
Do you live there?
Guadalupe? I'm not talking to you anymore. So,
Man.
25.
I was nervous about Texas.
Oh, this is nothing compared to what we had before.
That's true.
So in this house, in the back, there's a cabin in the back of the house where 25-year-old Orange Washington and his girlfriend, 20-year-old Gracie Vance, are sleeping. And the intruder once again breaks in and he murders Orange in his sleep and then drags Gracie into the backyard, rapes her, and murders her. 3 months later, Christmas Eve, at 203 Water Street, it's the home of Moses Hancock. So 41-year-old Susan Hancock, who is the mother of 2 girls, it's Christmas Eve, they're out at a Christmas party, and she is asleep in one of their rooms. It's not a happy marriage. Moses is asleep in the other room. Well, let's not talk about it. It's none of our business. So an intruder breaks into the house, into the room, grabs her, drags her into the backyard.
What the fuck is up with that?
Right? He wants to be outside.
Creepy.
He wants to be under the moon like a fucking werewolf, which brings us back to the supernatural element I'm trying to introduce into this podcast. In 2 months, we're going to be all werewolves. I can't wait.
And no one ever listened again.
Okay, so her husband, Moses, is sleeping in the other room. He wakes up because he hears a noise, goes outside. There's a man murdering his wife in the backyard. He tries to attack the man. The man turns around, starts hitting him with the axe, and then runs away. So he's very badly injured. 4 days later, Mrs. Hancock dies from her injuries. So then when he recovers, Mr. Hancock is arrested for the murder of his wife. Yes.
He got a fucking hatchet in the face.
Yeah, but anyone can do that. His daughters both come to his defense. They say he's a lovely father. He's never been bad to any of us. But a family of Susan Hancock attests that Moses was a vicious drunk and that Susan was about to leave him. And later they find this letter that she wrote to him but never gave to him in her belongings that read, "Dear husband, I've lived with you for 18 years and have always tried to make you a good wife and help you all I could. I've loved you and followed you day and night. You won't quit whiskey and I am so nervous I can't stand it. You know, it almost kills me for you to drink, and Lena is almost crazy and will lose her mind." She fucking puts it on her daughter. Lena is a nut. And it's your fault. If I was to do anything to disgrace you and our children, you would leave me. You would have quit me long ago. Which is a good point. And then she says, "Take care of yourself. Write me at Waco. I will answer every letter. Your wife until death, Sue Hancock." But then she doesn't leave him. She stays. So,
honey.
So everyone's like, "Oh, how convenient that now your wife has been murdered in the backyard." But Moses Hancock is never convicted for the murder of his wife. On the very same night, Christmas Eve, at 302 Hickory Street, Eula Phillips, who is a 17-year-old wife and mother of one.
What the fuck?
Oh, you want to hear about it? She got married off in an arranged marriage when she was 14. And then had a baby a year later. And so, strangely enough, it turned out she wasn't that happy in the marriage. Because she had to marry a guy that was, I think he was 21 when she was 14.
I mean, it doesn't matter what age. It's great. Sucks.
Doesn't it?
Sucks.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. It does matter a little bit, though.
Yeah, that's fair. You're right.
We've gone into an area where when you're 14, you probably have a retainer. And you won't stop talking about Skittles, and you shouldn't have your own baby. Maybe. Some do it, and some do it great. Anyway. So she had actually already taken the baby and left her husband, James, because he was also a huge drinker. What's going on, Austin? That's all anyone did in the 1800s. And still do.
Yeah.
Rock on. Then single sad tear for me not being able to. I had all mine already.
Not me. Oh, Barb's red wine.
Pull out a drink from down here. Okay, so she left him, and while she was gone, she ended up having an affair with a wealthy, well-connected man named John Dickinson.
Got it, girl.
But then James... That's right. But then James got a job. He stopped drinking, got his whole act together, and he went and found her, and he was like, "Please take me back. I want to make this work."
"Are you wealthy yet?"
Yeah.
No.
And she's like, "Well, I'm 17, so okay."
Yeah.
So she goes back. But then on this night of Christmas Eve, she had snuck out of the house, and she had gone to one of basically the 1800s version of a no-tell motel, and no one knows who she was going there to meet, but she went there, asked for a room, and the person that ran it said, "No rooms tonight." And so she went back home, and within an hour, she was dead. She was attacked with an axe while she was sleeping. She was dragged into the backyard. She was raped and murdered. Her husband heard her being attacked, runs outside. He's also attacked, and he's very badly wounded, but he is arrested, tried, and convicted for her murder.
Do we think he did it?
I do.
Okay.
I do. The prosecution painted him as a violent, jealous drunk. But eventually the case is overturned because his lawyer argues that he never knew about her affair, so how could he be jealous? Hey, all right.
Wrap that up. Nice little...
Easy peasy, you old drunk. Okay. So here's a couple things, a couple interesting trivia facts. All of the victims that were left behind, that their husbands didn't come upon them, they were all posed in the same manner. I could not find what that manner was on the internet. Maybe someone knows. I like to picture it was kind of a beachy thing like this, but that's more of a defense mechanism because this is fucking horrifying. This is worse. 6 of the murdered women had a sharp object inserted into their ear.
Ear?
The worst.
Oh, ear.
The worst.
Ow. Have you
Yeah.
ever yeah. It's not the same thing as stabbing yourself with a Q-tip, Georgia. Just don't even say it out loud.
But it's so bad that that's as bad as you want to imagine it being.
Yeah.
That's how bad that is.
Yeah, that's all I can even go to.
Here's my favorite. At several of the crime scenes, bloody footprints were found, and the right foot was missing a left toe.
Ooh. No, that doesn't work.
The right foot was missing a big toe. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Perfectionism with the words and the details.
I didn't catch it. I was like,
It's right there. I wrote it right there on the page. Do-do-do.
The feet missing a left toe.
I can do it whenever I want, even 20 minutes before. Left toe. Send. Print.
Say
Record forever.
Steven!
If you guys hadn't made a collective Austin-based groan,
Seriously.
we would have been like, great, no left toe. Sounds good.
If you're new to the podcast, this is basically what it's like. What happened just now, of someone saying something wrong, the other one not knowing it, and then moving on.
It's like living Twitter. But the best kind.
Yeah.
Okay. There were lots of quote-unquote eyewitnesses during this murder spree. So the killer was variously reported to have been a white or dark-complexioned or yellow man
Pick one.
wearing lamp black to conceal his actual skin color, which is because there were so many lamps around. So you were just like, so many murders. He was also described as a man wearing a Mother Hubbard-style dress.
Why is that
Yikes.
so much worse?
Yes.
This is your kind of story.
Is Mother Hubbard? No, that's Mother Goose is the one with all the kids underneath.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm an axe murderer and I have children under my dress.
Oh, no.
How fucked up is that?
They're into it. They're into murder, too. And they all come out and they're like,
They love murder.
Fuck.
He was also described as being a man wearing a slouch hat. That's pretty hip.
I don't know what that is. What if it's just a cat in the hat?
That motherfucker, he's always up to no good. It's just the cat in the hat. Like, I did some murders in the 1800s. No big deal. Whoop, fishbowl. Also, a man wearing a hat and a white rag that covered the lower part of his face. That's the Elephant Man.
Oh.
Get it together, eyewitnesses. There is also a story about a Malay cook. I'm assuming that means Malaysian, but I'm not sure. So the story was that there was a Malay cook calling himself Maurice. And had to. Can't not. He had worked at the Pearl House in 1885, and he left sometime in January of 1886, which is exactly the time frame of these axe murders. And the last, in the killing of Miss Hancock and Miss Eula Phillips, the former occurred on Christmas Eve. That was just before the Malay departed, and then that's when the murders ended.
Wow.
So they think he did it, and they also think that he got on a boat and he went to England and he became
Jack the Ripper! Oh my God! Shut up.
Don't you love it?
I love it.
The Malay that you never saw coming is actually the star of the show.
Oh my God.
Just a low-key Malay named Maurice that's like, guess fucking what? My name's not Jack. But people love to theorize.
Don't we?
Especially when we don't know anything that's real. Okay. I also introduced the idea that the Servant Girl Annihilator could also be the Axeman of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Remember that? That was my very bold and brave theory that I pulled off of Wikipedia. Because he was doing it in 1914, 1916.
Yeah.
Who knows? All competing theories, anything's possible. Here's the most interesting of all.
Love it.
In February of 1886, at a saloon in East Austin, a 19-year-old cook named Nathan Elgin was verbally and then physically attacking a woman in a bar with such viciousness that it scared the rest of the patrons of the bar into silence.
Oh my God.
He then dragged her out of the bar and down the street to his sister's house and inside. So
what? Can you... oh my God.
Right?
So many questions.
Yeah. Of how are you just sitting there?
Yeah.
Right.
And, okay, go on.
But also how scary was that guy that everyone's like, I've got 2 guns right now and I'm still too scared to go after you. I'm made of guns. It's what I do for a living. I'm a cowboy in Austin, Texas. Yeah. You go ahead and take her. That's fine. So the barkeeper and another man chase him, and somebody else goes and gets the sheriff. They all end up at this house, and inside he's attacking this woman. He's on her. He's got a knife, and they start to tussle with him. He basically essentially brandishes the knife, and the sheriff shoots him dead. I think I have a picture of that sheriff if you want to skip ahead. It's pretty epic.
Okay. That him?
No. It's not. There he is.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
We saw him walking down the street today. Remember?
Now he roasts coffee beans for a living, but he used to be the sheriff.
Wow.
I love him so much. The Austin vampire. The hip vampire that's been alive for 10,000 years. Just doing right by everybody. Anyhow, here's the thing. He shoots him. I had his name on here somewhere. It's long gone. The sheriff shoots this guy, and then when they take off his shoe, no big toe on his right foot, motherfuckers. Yes.
No, it was him. It's totally him.
Well, they don't know, and they couldn't prove it because the guy was dead, but there were no more axe murders after that day.
Poor Malaysian guys, like, they kind of drove me out of Austin. I really wanted to stay here.
Yeah,
I never killed anyone. And this guy is like beating people in public. Maurice
is like, it's freezing in London. What the fuck, you guys? I was a really good cook.
Yeah.
It's rude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. That's it. Sorry. Thank you.
That's great.
Okay, we're back. Are there any updates on this case, Karen?
There is one, basically. In 2017, archivists uncovered a few old forgotten files related to this case in a Travis County warehouse.
Wow. Oh,
yeah.
Chills.
Truly. And they include an inquest, a victim's diary, and court records from 2 trials. They don't shed any new light on the murders, but they were put on display. So, but I mean, to me, it's like, yes, that's true, but maybe there's something in there.
There could be. There still could be.
Yeah.
That intern who's just like doing the filing back then lost her mind. It's got to be a her.
It's got to be a her. Mm-hmm. It's got to be the kind of person that's like, what's this box back here?
Totally.
We might as well look in here.
I love organization.
Just the idea. This reminds me of The Man from the Train in that way where it's like a true monster at large.
In a time where people didn't really consider that as much.
They were like, I just want maple syrup and a good Bible.
Totally.
You know what I mean? It was all very simple. And then there's these monsters.
Who are easily able to like just blend right in and disappear.
Yes. And horrible axe murder women.
Fucking insane.
Yeah. Well, now let's head back to the Paramount. We're going to wrap up this live show.
You guys, we don't have time to do a hometown murder, and we're so sorry. I know.
You can't yell Hell no, you're not allowed to.
And I'm so bummed because I know from Twitter that we have a crime scene investigator in the fucking office. I'm so in the office.
Can we bring the house lights up for 1 second just so we can look at a crime scene investigator in real life?
Can we turn them up and
just
see her?
Slightly. And then don't stand up if
Where
you're
is she?
not a
There
crime
she
scene
is.
investigator.
There she is.
Hi.
We're gonna call you. We're sorry. She's wearing a toxic masculinity shirt. I bet you can't wear that to work. I almost said school.
Like, can I just ask you a quick question? Don't answer for her. Do you steal crime scene tape and take it to your home like we do Post-it notes? Do you just No. She's not talking to me. We're very excited you're here. Thank you for sending us that message. It's always very exciting when actual professionals are like, we don't hate what you're doing. It's very fun.
So this episode was originally entitled Live at the Moontower Comedy Festival. Kind of a gimme.
That's right. But if we were naming it today based on something said in the episode, maybe we would name it The Job Stoppers.
Yeah.
Neck tattoos.
Yeah. Or Ours and Ours Alone, which was us basically our thing of surprising each other with stories.
That's right. Or Penicillin of America. Frozen yogurt.
Yep.
Yes, that's so true.
That's a good one.
Let's do that one. Okay, well, thanks you guys for listening to another episode of Rewind. We appreciate you. And let's go back and say goodbye from the Paramount Theater.
We're going to be back here a lot, I feel like. We really love Austin. Texas.
How can we not?
You guys have so much murder in this state that we could do the rest of our shows here and we'd be fine.
It'd be very cool.
And you guys are awesome.
And our numbers are so bafflingly high in Texas that all the people that work at Farrell are like, are one of you from Texas? Like, what? Why? And we don't know, but we love you for it.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you.
Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered!
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Calling all amateur detectives and podcast obsessives.
Virgin Voyage's second true crime voyage sets sail March 20th, 2027 for a 5-night escape to Grand Turk and the Beach Club at Bimini.
As part of the On Air at Sea collection, this immersive sailing brings together fan favorite podcasts, including Disgraceland, Buried Bones, and Wisecrack, for live recordings, behind-the-scenes access, exclusive meet and greets, and crime-themed programming that you won't find anywhere else.
All aboard our award-winning, kid-free ships.
Head over to virginvoyages.com/truecrime to secure your spot.
Goodbye.
This episode sponsored by She's Birdie. Every woman knows that feeling, and She's Birdie knows it too. The just in case feeling. Just in case I hear something. Just in case someone tries the door. Just in case I need to wake up fast. It's not fear, it's awareness. And Birdie Box from She's Birdie was made for exactly that. Birdie Box is a portable travel door alarm designed by She's Birdie for hotels, dorms, Airbnbs, and anywhere you're staying away from home. It installs in seconds on the door frame, and if the door is opened, it activates a loud siren and flashing strobe to help draw attention instantly. She's Birdie, because peace of mind should check in with you. Birdie Box by She's Birdie. Visit shesbirdie.com. That's SHESBIRDIE.com and order your birdie box before your next stay away from home.